Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's chapter 96 of Heard You Like Me, and this one is titled Side Effect. I love that your cat form is literally orange cat, Mina chuckled from still inside the hot springs bath. You do remind me of those typical orange cat behaviour videos on TikTok and YouTube. Rude, you said with a smirk to her. I'm not an orange cat. And then without warning, you jumped and spread your arms out like you were in a frozen state of mild panic, and then you arched your back and your tail fluffed up and stood up on end, and then you ran out of sight and she burst out laughing. Yin, you're hilarious, she cackled. After everyone had soaked for long enough in the baths, you all got out and then headed to the main hall for lunch. It was such a chilled afternoon that after lunch, you, Momo and Jirou decided to go on a little walk together, to enjoy each other's company and to see the view too. You'd been told the lookout in the mountains was spectacular, so you wanted to see it for yourself. Oh, I don't know if I could drag my belly all the way up there, though, you joked to Momo and Jirou, as you pretended that you had a really extended belly from lunch, and leaned back while holding onto it, wrapping your hands under it as you heaved your way along the track. I get it, Jirou added. I've never eaten so much in all my life. I wasn't feeling that hungry, so I didn't eat too much, thankfully, Momo said happily, and both you and Jirou looked at each other. Nope, can't relate, you said loudly. Right, Kyoka? Yeah, she said with a smile. Well, now I feel a little left out, Momo said sadly, giving you a mournful look. You can still join in, pretend that you have a baby in your belly and you just have to lug it up this hill, you said, gesturing to the hill ahead. Momo placed one hand under her flat stomach and then kept walking, and you deadpanned. No, man, what is that? You got to make it look like you're struggling, you said. Oh, Momo said, still walking properly. Have you never struggled in your life? You joked to her. Or are you just going to be effortlessly gorgeous during pregnancy? Actually, I've just answered my own question, but yes, I firmly believe that you will look absolutely radiant in pregnancy. Kyoka, Momo's going to be the baby mama, right? Of course, Jirou said. Sorry, I'm going to be a what? Momo asked. The baby mama, you said, hoping she would just magically understand, but her confused look told you that she would need it to be explained to her. You're the one who's going to carry the baby in your belly, and Jirou and I will donate our DNA. They can do amazing things these days with splicing genes together, etc., you said. What would the baby's quirk be, with our quirks combined, or a combination of the two of us? Jirou asked. If the baby had your and my quirks combined, you said to Jirou, it'd be unstoppable because you can feel vibrations and hear people talking far away, and I can hear inner thoughts, so no one would be safe, you said, stepping in behind Momo and pretending to place your hands around her pregnant belly. And if Momo and I had a baby, it'd be unstoppable, you added, kissing Momo on the back of the neck. She giggled and you cuddled her more while you walked, and then you stepped between your two girls and kept walking, reaching your hands out to each of them to hold their hands so you're walking three abreast. I do like the cat ears and tail on you, Yin, Momo said, giving you an admiring side-eye. Don't get used to it, you said, not looking at her. They're not here for good, but they're hanging on for longer than I was expecting. When did the guys say they would disappear? Jirou asked. He said sometime soon, but couldn't say when. He also said that I might get some odd side effects like tingling in my limbs or headache or something due to the quirk factor in my system, but I've been pretty okay, no weird side effects noted. That's good, Momo said with a smile from your other side. You know what else looks good? Look at that view, you exclaimed when you looked up and saw the lookout ahead and saw the mountains that they were looking out towards. How stunning. Oh my, it's beautiful, Momo gushed, letting go of your hands so she could walk quicker and look out over the rails more. This is absolutely worth it, she said. I'm so glad we came here. You squeezed Jirou's hand and she looked at you. This is awesome to get away with the three of us again, you said with a smile to her. Yeah, she replied with a smile. You fell silent then, just enjoying the sun, the view, and the privilege of being out in the wild with your two girls, and you sat down on a rock nearby to chat and chill for a while longer. The sun slowly started to set then, and you were starting to feel the heat of the sun die down, so you looked around and then down at your watch to see what time it was. Shall we head back? You asked your girls. Yes, probably, Momo replied. We can play board games in the main hall while we wait for dinner. Sounds good to me, you said with a smile. It's been good. I mean, aside from being randomly attacked by that chick. What's with our class being targeted by villains or people who wish ill against us? Jirou asked. That's a good point, you replied. I've got enough on my plate without having to deal with these people. Momo and Jirou glanced at each other and then Momo turned to you. Do you need to talk about anything, Yin? She asked gently. Who, me? No, I'm fine, you replied quickly. Jirou looked at Momo, and Momo glanced at her and then looked at you again. It's okay, Yin. You can tell us, she said encouragingly. Do I tell them about not wanting to go back to France? You thought, your silence telling them that there was something on your minds that you hadn't been mentioning. You've been really quiet randomly lately, Jirou said, and I can't read your mind, but I can tell that you're doing a lot of thinking. Yes, I too have noticed a small change, Momo added. Please talk to us. You've been there supporting us through our trials. I want to be there for you too, she said invitingly, her eyes shining with the empathy and sympathy that she was dying to give to you. I just don't want to stress them out, you thought, opening your mouth and then closing it again. Momo saw that she had almost gotten you to speak and doubled down on her efforts, trying to lend you as much support and encouragement as possible to get you to open up. We can help, she said brightly. There's nothing we can't do. We're heroes in training. No hero is going to be able to make this problem magically resolve, you thought, clamping down on your tongue. You were still warring with yourself when you felt your lungs suddenly seize and you switched your focus from your thoughts to your body, clutching at your chest as you tried to take some deeper breaths, but it felt like you had been shot with a bullet and all the air that was going into your lungs was being sucked out of your body through the bullet holes, and you couldn't quite get enough air into your body to feel good. Yin, are you okay? Momo asked, seeing you grab for your chest. You looked up at her, unable to speak. What's happening? You wondered. What's happening? You tried to get more air in, your heart rate spiking, pumping blood at top speed, but it felt strange since you didn't really need that level of energy right now. You managed to get out, your hands suddenly going clammy and your vision starting to close in. It's okay, Jirou said as she got up and quickly wrapped you in a hug. You're okay. Yin, look at me. You looked at her, but she was getting further and further away, your vision going black and splotchy around the edges, and you could hear someone gasping for breath. Is that me? You thought. Lie her down. We need to lie her down, you heard Momo call from somewhere inside what sounded like a tunnel. I'm being closed off, you thought. I feel so far away. Yin, it's okay. You're okay. Yin, breathe, you heard Jirou call to you, but you couldn't focus on her. It must be the side effect of the quirk, you heard Momo say. But it was brought on by stress, I think, you heard Jirou say. I think she's having a panic attack. Man, these poor girls just cannot catch a break, and unfortunately that ends it for this week. I'll see you tomorrow for more Sarah. See you then!